Burgundy Ballers, welcome back to an episode of the Ballin and Burgundy podcast, where we got a lot of ground to cover today. But if you are new here, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, turn on the little post notification bell, let you know every time we are on. Once again, if you are new, I am Jonathan at JohnDapro_10, and I'm here with my guy Andrew.
All right, Andrew, as you said, commanders.news.network on Instagram. Excited to be here.
Absolutely, guys. We got a lot of ground to cover, being that we're recording this on Wednesday night. So when you see this on Thursday, if there's new news, as Jason Kelsey puts it, it'll be on our story. It'll be on our social media feed. But we're recording this Wednesday because we got a lot of ground to cover. So to kick it off, our boy Payne, number 93, got his, or 94, excuse me, got his money. 4 years, 90 mil, 60 guaranteed. We've solidified him and Allen for the minimum of the next 3 years. So we got kind of a lot of money invested in the front four. What do you think of the big news coming out? I believe it was on Sunday.
I mean, securing that interior defensive line is a huge success for us. Obviously, he's costly, but I think he's just a crucial part to our defense. Yep. That's going to affect some other free agency decisions and stuff with cap space.
Yep.
But that all goes into the plan of having a dominant defensive line and making sure that we are able to get to the quarterback and put pressure on that other team. I think it's important, and I'm excited to see him play more.
Absolutely. I think they're definitely banking on him having another 2021 or 2022 season, where he had 11 sacks, the best in his career. Damn near the most combined for him in one season. I mean, his first 5 years were all under 7 sacks. This year he has 11. I think he was the leading sack on our team. I think just behind Allen, which is saying something because Allen is normally the number one on our team. But I agree.
I think he did have more than Allen.
Did Payne have more than Allen? I think he did.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it was like 11-10 or 11-9. But either way. I think they're definitely banking on him having more of this. If he gets 9 sacks more a season, then they'll probably say money well spent. I think this does hinder for Big Phil Mathis's production and development as a guy we pick up in the third round or the second round, of last year's draft out of Alabama, wearing a number 90 something. I think he's wearing 96 now for us. Now, what's he wearing?
97, I thought.
97, I think, is Obata.
Oh.
I think it's 95. Either way, it's going to hinder him a little bit. I think what they might do is do a rotation, especially for special teams, is you have Allen, Payne, Ridgeway, and Mathis. Is if you start using them on special teams and seeing how they produce, it might develop into a D-tackle rotation, which would be good because we always have injured guys somewhere on the field. So I like it. Again, cap space will be an issue the next 2-3 years where he'll get, 20 mil, just shy of 20 mil the next few years. Some people are going to say money well spent. Others are going to say there's an absolute fraud of using funds. This year it's cheaper to pay him than it was with the tag. We saved like 5 mil paying him now versus using the tag, so I don't hate it. Those went on to some of the signings we'll get into here in a minute. But yeah, definitely starting off the week big for us at least was getting Daron Payne signed. The highest paid defensive tackle not named Aaron Donald in NFL history. Who would have thought it?
Yeah. Adding on to that, take on, money maybe not well spent. What some people might think of that. Obviously, as you said, that's going to hurt our cap space a little bit. But if you want to have good players on your football team, you need to pay them money. You need to pay them a lot of money. Good players like him are going to cost you, and they're necessary to be a good team. So I think that's just all part of the puzzle.
I mean, that sums it up right there for this whole free agency. Within last year, this year's, you want good players, you got to spend good money. And this free agency has been quite wild already. So, I mean, let's get into free agency right now. I'm not even going to start with us. I'm going to start with Saturday's news. So for those who watched last episode, I was on with our boy Adam Aniba from the Burgundy and Gold Report. Shout out to him. I love having him on. He'll definitely be on. And that was, I believe, Thursday night. And I got it out to you guys on Friday. Saturday night. So I drove back Sunday morning. I was on the road for 11 hours. So you wouldn't have gotten an episode on Sunday either. Saturday night, the Carolina Panthers moved up to number 1 from the Chicago Bears. They gave up a first and a second this year, a 2024 first, a 2025 second, and receiver DJ Moore. The Bears not only have hit him, they have signed TJ Edwards, the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, who we have been petitioning for like 3 months now. We didn't get him. Guard Nate Davis out of Tennessee, and they just recently got who did the Bears just get? And they got another D tackle or something. But those 4 guys alone, you have a new guard, you have 2 new linebackers to help support, your cast, and you've got a number 1 receiver to accompany Darnell Mooney, who's your number 2, and Chase Claypool, who will be your number 3. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Claypool's your number 3.
Obviously, this is a Commanders-based podcast, but I like the Bears a lot too, and I'm excited to watch them this next year. They've made a ton of changes. I feel like with Justin Fields being under center and this brand new team, connection with him and DJ Moore, that's going to be fun to watch, honestly.
Yep, and they just picked up 2 new running backs. I think earlier today, if I'm not mistaken, they picked up. Oh, I will go and look actually while we were on the topic, because I remember I said it earlier to you guys is Bears picked up X, Y, and Z. Just give us a moment, guys. We got. Oh, come on! I said someone's a new Bear. David, Baker Mayfield, 2020 Chapel Pollard, Hayden Hurst. Oh, Travis Homer. He's a new Bear. Former Seattle Seahawks running back.
Right.
Someone else. I'll find it eventually. But anyways, Bears are going to have a lot of draft ammo just coming out of this year's draft and next year. If they want to trade back from 9 to, let's say, 14 with New England, they absolutely could, and they would get another third out of it. If I'm Chicago, I'd stay at 9, either get you a number 1 corner, please don't, or the best tackle on the board, which would be Paris Johnson or Peter Skoronski, because they need to reassure that offensive line. Now, yes, you bring in, Nate Davis out of Tennessee, the guard. That's great and all. You need more. You need a lot more. Orlando Brown's been connected to Chicago because they have like 60 mil still in cap. Please don't go.
No.
Come to us. But I think Chicago will be a very interesting team. I think they'll be 3rd in the North. I think the Lions will be the 1st. I think Lions go 1. Minnesota's still 2 because they're that iffy team. Yeah, you get rid of Thielen, but you still got good pieces in J. Jettas and Osborne. And then there'll be a 3. I think Green Bay will fall unless Jordan Love becomes a god. So very interesting, start to the offseason already, free agency already with that. But we made some signings. Monday, we made important signings. Tackle Andrew Wiley out of Kansas City. I've been petitioning for that because he's a great young tackle. Offensive guard and center.
Nick Gates
out of the Giants. Not who I would have picked, personally. But he's young. He's good. He's just injury prone, so I'm 50-50 on that. Cody Barton, the linebacker out of Seattle who led the team in tackles. But he's 25, so he's very, very coachable. Which I don't hate that. I think you need coachable and young guys on your team to succeed in this league. And the last guy who we picked up on day 1, if I can find my sign, was we claimed cornerback Cameron Dantzler off of waivers from Minnesota. Now, he is really young, was a really good corner for them last season. I think it's just for them, they needed cap space and depth somewhere else. And this is a cut they made and a cut we're going to take and use him as probably our number 3 in special teams. But so day one, I thought was a success.
Absolutely. It was a huge success. Nick Gates is somebody that I see being as potentially like a replacement for Norwell.
Yeah.
Or just being further back on the depth chart and being a backup. I think it could go either way. We don't know yet, and that's okay. Wiley, I'm excited to see how he does, but also a little bit nervous just because he had sort of a down year last year, right? But I feel like a change of scenery could be really good for him.
Yeah.
And he's done really well in the past. He has been really good.
Yes.
So I think we could absolutely bring him back. And then this cornerback from Minnesota, young guy, like you said, coachable, and he has, as you described it, I believe, a lot of potential, right?
Definitely.
He's somebody that in the future couple years, I don't think he's going to be right off the bat like incredible for us. In the next couple years, I'd like to see him more and more and see what he can do because I feel like, yeah, he's a young, coachable guy with potential.
Good sign. Definitely. I mean, for him with Minnesota, just last season alone, he had some great plays, just all around a good player. Obviously still young. He's only 24 years old. He was their 3rd round pick in 2020 out of Mississippi State. I mean, last year he had 50 total tackles, 5 assists, 1 forced fumble, only let up 16 yards total, no touchdowns. I mean, guys, 5 passes defended. I mean, guys got hands. Someone doesn't target him very well, but if they do, he didn't give up a whole lot. So I think definitely use him, start him on special teams, let him develop. With Jew still being somewhat injured and Fuller being older, you might use him at your slot, at your 3. I'm going to go from there. Gates, I think, is the Roulier replacement because he's injured. He's older, just not great. That's why we brought back someone we'll get into later.
Quick question. Is Gates just right guard or is he movable to left guard as well?
I think he's just right guard, but I've also heard he plays center, which is why I said the Roulier replacement. Yeah. Hopefully he can do all 3, but I think for what we're trying to run, I think he's going to stay at right guard unless everyone gets hurt and he plays center, which isn't the worst thing. Day 2, we did a whole lot of nothing. Big fat 0 /through. We did a whole lot of nothing. Today, day 3, we had interesting news. So, first off, I woke up this morning. Cole Holcomb. Well, no. Let me rewind to yesterday. Taylor Heinicke is no longer commander. He is now an Atlanta Falcon. Now, he is from Georgia before he moved up here to go to ODU. So for him, it's home. We wish him nothing but the best. You get your money, 2 years, 20 million, 14 really with 8 guaranteed. So you get a lot of good money for what he's going to be as the backup to Desmond Ridder, or he'll probably be the starter for, I'd say, half their games, unless Ridder is either a god or shit because it's Atlanta. We wish him nothing but the best. Get your money get your money. You go home. Just good luck. Woke up this morning. Cole Holcomb is a Pittsburgh Steeler for the next 3 years. So now we really have to go after linebackers. Because now we're down to Jamin Davis, John Bostic, and David Mayo. Guys. So yeah, we're down to 3 linebackers with Holcomb going to Pittsburgh. And Levante David is going back to Tampa Bay. So we're down to a whole lot of nowheres on the linebacker market.
Tough situation. Very tough situation. We've talked a little bit about now that David's going back, hopefully being in the mix of a conversation for Bobby Wagner.
Yep.
That would be amazing. Right now, we just got Cody Barton. He
Yep.
was a Seahawks guy. Good stats, right? But he was very inconsistent, is what I've heard from people. So he may just be like the sort of Mayo replacement. Is what I've heard for like zone. Is that right?
Yeah, I think zone. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he'd be a big upgrade from that spot.
Yeah.
Um, but I'd much rather sign a vet linebacker and have him pair with Jamin Davis. I feel like that'd be a really solid linebacker core right
Yep.
there.
I would too. Go after Wagner. If I was going on the younger end, Devin Bush, literally pick up pick up the former Steeler. You get our commander. We made a swap.
I think that he's really underrated too.
He's definitely underrated. He's on, I think, on the shorter side as a linebacker too, if I'm not mistaken. But I agree on underrated. I think Anthony Walker out of Cleveland is a really good linebacker. We could have had JOK coming out of the draft, but we got Jamin. They're about equal, I'd say. At this where they're on their career, I think JOK is a tad bit better, but the bar is not very high on that linebacker class. Like I said, Wagner obviously, and someone who, if they weren't coming off a big injury and a big contract, is I would go back out to Cleveland and pick up Deion Jones, the linebacker out of Atlanta who got traded to Cleveland, but he had back surgery and is owed like $20 million. I'm like, 2 years ago, absolutely. Now, not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Back surgery is a tough one. That can impact you for years, right?
Yep.
Whether outright not playing or just affecting to a bit. And 20 million is tough. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just remember Ryan Shazier back in 2015 or 16 with the Steelers. Gets hit on a routine tackle, got hit just right in the back, was paralyzed from, I think, the neck down or the hip down. 2018, he was walking with assistance and crutches and whatnot, but he was walking. So Godspeed to him, let him continue to heal. But yeah, Baxter's no joke. But we did pick up, we're bringing back Tyler Lawson, our center. We went 6-1-1 with him. So there is hope there. Brought back F.A. Obata. Love him. Love Obata. Funny on Mic'd Up. Funny on our social media team. And all around a great dude. And the bigger signing today, at least for, our end of the news, is for 1 year, $10 million, $8 million guaranteed right up front. Veteran quarterback, Jacoby Brissett. I've been petitioning for Brissett. My left hand's up. I've been saying Brissett for like the longest coming.
You have.
You guys have said Minshew. Someone said Andy Dalton. I said, get your ass out of here. No. Someone said Jameis. No, thank you. I've been saying Brissett. He's about 29, 30 years old. He was started for Cleveland last year with a bad roster, and he won them some good games. Yeah. He's been a solid vet everywhere he's gone. He's on the cheaper side, and you pair him up with EB. I'm gonna say it, a black offensive coordinator. Ron Rivera, is it Hispanic or Puerto Rican? A mixed head coach. I'm gonna say a mixed head coach because I forget what his ethnicity is. And he's got pieces around him that will fit the system we're looking for. It's a perfect blend. I think it really is. He's on a 1-year contract. It is $8 million guaranteed, but I think some of it's in incentives too. So I don't think it should take up too much cap. And Ron said Sam's got to earn being QB1. Yeah. Bring in someone who's got a good arm, will protect the football. He can run if need be, but he's more of a pocket passer, which Sam can be and normally is. And someone who's proven himself to be a very good backup.
Yeah, really good. And I'd even argue for a low-grade starter in some cases.
Yeah, that's why Cleveland started him.
Totally. If you look at his stats, what was his touchdown interception ratio again? That really surprised me once I saw it today.
I can bring it up. I know his overall career is 40-26 or 48-26.
Yeah, it was really impressive. And then he also, he's won tough games, right? Yeah. With a not so great roster. He's an awesome guy. like personality wise, a
Yep.
vet who I think would be an awesome mentor for Howell.
Yeah.
He's seriously possibly like the perfect signing for a QB2
Yeah.
to be put in competition with our young quarterback who we drafted, who's making a case to start, and I think will, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect, in my opinion. Yep.
Absolutely. I have his stats right here. So his career is 48 touchdowns and 23 interceptions.
Yeah.
So better than a 2-to-1 ratio. Almost a 2 for, I think it's just under the 2 for 1. Because 24 would be half of 48. Last year he had 2,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Their old line wasn't great, so 24 sacks. But in his career, last year with Miami, 5 touchdowns, 4 picks. They had a bad O line. 2020, he didn't really start for Indy, 0-0 touchdown to picks. 2019, when he was in Indy, 18-6. 2019, 0-0. 2017, 13-7. And when he was in New England for 2016, when he didn't make a whole bunch of noise, 0-0. But he's done great yards wise. Again, this past season, 2,600. 2021, just over 1,200. 2017, 3,100 yards. And like he can rush the ball too. Last year, he had 2 rushing touchdowns, 245 career rushing yards from last season. Like he's gonna get the job done.
He's a physical quarterback, like you
Yeah.
said, which is awesome pairing with Howell,
Yep.
who is also probably someone who's going to be pretty physical running or
Yeah.
quarterback. So, yeah.
Definitely. I think last year just their overall roster was weird. You have Amari Cooper as your one, but then you have Donovan Peoples-Jones and Anthony Schwartz as your receivers. Amari Cooper is a great receiver. Peoples-Jones is upcoming, and Schwartz is all right. You have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. There's your number one attack in football is your running. Your tight end was I don't even remember their tight
I
end.
don't know how to pronounce his last name. It was like, yeah,
I don't even remember their tight end.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. O-line was weird.
Yeah.
And their defense was good, not great. So 12-6. So the 2 for 1 ratio right there. I'll take that.
Yeah. Me
Over
too.
what Carson was giving us and over what Taylor started to turn into towards the end. I'll take that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Awesome signing.
Any day of the week, I'll take that. But yeah, overall, for the 7 signings we've made, so we made 7 in the past 3 days. It's more than we did last year, honestly. Being honest.
Yeah. Ron's been in it. I feel like
Yeah.
he knows what this team needs, and he's doing and focusing on the positions that this team needs. He knows what needs to happen for us to be successful, and he's focused on that. And I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, this year definitely. I think considering you bring in EB, and he's kind of on the hot seat with this new owner coming in fairly soon. He's trying to build us up for success. Now he has 2 more people to grab. Orlando Brown Jr. Pay him the money. Priority number 1. Kansas City paid Jawan Taylor, the Jacksonville tackle, 4 years, $80 million. He's younger, but he's as good.
Yep.
And then, so if you give him a similar contract structure to where he doesn't kill our cap space, move him, get rid of Turner. Oh, well, Turner's gone. You get rid of Norwell and Leno, you save yourself $12 million right there. You put that back into him.
We have the space.
We have this. We're sitting at, I'm gonna call it 16 mil because I'm sure Jacoby took up some cap space.
He took up, a little bit.
So let's say 15 mil.
Mm-hmm.
You cut Leno and Norwell, brings us up to 25. If you say, hey, this coming season, the cap space is going to be 12, I'd be fine with that. That's still enough room for a linebacker and a tight end. Done. Tight end, you get a vet. Get an older vet, get maybe somewhere late 20s, maybe Bobby Wagner because he's just older. And then if we get Gesicki, great. If not, draft or use your tight end room. You have 4 of them on the roster.
Young guys, might I add.
3 young guys, and Thomas is 29.
Yeah.
Use them. Use them, goddammit.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, goodness.
Well,
I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
What I would love to see is Orlando Brown paired with Wiley
Yep.
under Eric Bieniemy.
Very beginning.
That is what I want for our 2023 Commanders.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great, hilarious, because Wiley's here for 3 years. You give Orlando Brown a 4-year contract. You've solidified your offensive line, at least at your tackles, for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then you draft a few centers, draft a guard, draft another tackle.
Yeah.
If you get 3 O linemen out of this next draft, we're good.
Oh, totally.
Center guard tackle, we're good.
Totally.
Oh, well, in that case,
Ballers, hold up. We got a few sponsors we need to personally thank for here at Ballin and Burgundy. First, our guy Washington on the Daily, both on Instagram and YouTube. Huge sponsor. We want to give our massive thanks out to them. You can follow Washington on the Daily, both on Instagram and on Twitter, WSH on the Daily. Our guy Tony, who's Pro Tech Sports Network. Huge thanks to him. I met up with him at the Commanders Vikings game. Huge thanks to him. Our guy Sanchez at On the Warpath podcast over on YouTube and on Instagram. And then finally, our guy Rio Robinson, Mr. Rambling with Rio himself, our new sponsor, and a huge thanks to him. Met up with him at the Vikings Commanders game as well. Said thank you to him. Again, huge thanks. So again, all of their Instagrams and YouTubes are going to be down in the description. You guys go follow all of them. And again, one big thank you to Rio, Tony, Sanchez, Washington on the Daily for being sponsors of not only today's video, but Ballin and Burgundy as a podcast. Get back to work.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program.
speaking of drafting, we are going to do I'm not going to say fairly quick, but a mock draft nonetheless. Now we are doing PFF. We would normally do fan speak, but that just takes a little bit longer going through free agency and all that. So we're going to stick with PFF. I'll tune this down just a bit so we can get this rolling. So right now we sit at 16. That makes a whole lot of sense. We got a second, third, fourth, fifth, 2 6th, and our 7th. Now, we could trade away someone. We could trade away Gibson. We could, trade away Thomas. We could trade away. I would cut Joey Slye personally.
Yeah.
Do you want to do any trade? Well, we have 5 on the roster. Take that back. But do you want to try to trade to Gibby, or do you want to say let's roll with him, see what he's got this next year? We can go from there.
So here's what I'm thinking for trading Gibby.
Yep.
I would not, just because now that the Eagles lost Miles Sanders,
yeah,
I feel like they could be taking Bijan Robinson.
Yep.
At 9, is it?
They're at 10.
They're 10. Okay.
They're
and
10.
The only scenario where I would really be okay with trading Gibby is if we could get him with our 16 overall. So I'm gonna pass on it. But what are your thoughts on it? That's what I want to know.
So if I were to trade Gibby right now, and I've done this a few times with PFF, is they're better about what you can get for them. Fanspeak is a bit more on the fantasy side. But if I were to send him to, let's say, Tennessee, because they're on the chopping block with Henry, I would only get a 4th for him. So I could get it and it'd be fine. I preferably would want a 3rd. At least get what you made him for. I'm gonna just not take it right now. I'm gonna stick with you. I'd say if we somehow got a 1st for him, I'd be shocked. But we won't. Yeah. So I'd say let's get the ball rolling.
Sure.
And kind of see where this plays. So oh no. Okay. So Gonzalez goes 6th to the Lions.
Okay. I can see that being a possibility.
I see that very well happening because he had a great combine. He's going to have a great pro day. And unless, God forbid, something happens at I think the Oregon Pro Day itself, and he just dips a little bit. I think he goes top 10
Yeah, me too.
because Atlanta needs a corner to go with AJ Terrell. Even though they got Jesse Bates, he's a safety. They need a corner to pair with Jeff Okuda. They need a corner to pair up with whoever's there because Slay wants.
Slay, because
he wants out.
Yeah.
So they went Devon Witherspoon, which makes a whole lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Young goes 1, Stroud goes 2,
Reasonable.
Richardson goes 7, Levi went 4. I think that is going to be the swap. I think Richardson's going to go top 5 at this rate. I think that's what's going to happen. Miles Murphy falls, but because they took Carter at 5, Branch, and then 3 receivers already gone. Smith Jigba, Quentin Johnson, Jordan Addison. So we have Joey Porter Jr., who I think if he's there, we get him.
Yeah, that's an insta grab for me.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm going to pause it real quick, guys. Breaking news. Orlando Brown to the Cincinnati Bengals. 4 years, $64 million per Tom Pelissero. You have got to be kidding me.
Actually,
it makes a whole lot of sense. Oh my God, guys, we're literally recording this Wednesday night at 10:20 in the evening.
Eastern time,
7:20 Pacific time. You've got to be kidding me.
I haven't even gotten a notification yet.
I've got Twitter on full blast.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Actually, oh man. It's confirmed.
It's confirmed. Tom Pelissero, who's in on everything, just broke the news. Oh my God.
That really sucks. This is so funny. We're finding out while recording.
Yeah. So 4 years, $64.092 million front loaded. He's getting a $31 million signing bonus.
To the Bengals?
To the Bengals.
Okay. I love the Bengals, so that'll be fun to watch for them, but man.
He literally just got half of his check as a signing bonus.
Let me see.
Wow. Whoa. Hey, Joe Burrow is going to be real safe back there.
I mean, one guy can't do the whole job, but he is certainly going to help them out.
Oh my God. Well, son of a bitch. Fuck.
That's so stupid.
Oh, I'm so upset.
Ron must be taking a nap right now, or he went to bed early. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, guys, if Justin's sick right now, allergies, because Virginia is son of a bitch with weather. It's like 45 with wind and rain. So he's not feeling well. So just, say a prayer, put the one in the chat, do what you will. But we're going to get back into this draft after hearing the awful news. Oh my God.
So sad.
So I say we go guard or tackle with our second round pick.
Yeah.
Whoever is on the board, son of a bitch. DeJuan Jones went ahead of us, and so did Torres, son of a bitch. Okay, guard or center? So tackle, no. Okay, so the best one is
Steve's still here.
Yeah. Steve or Whipplier? Up to you, center or guard.
They're both good.
They are both really good. Something about Ohio State's offensive linemen just do great in this league.
Yeah. What do we have at guard right now?
Guard is Gates.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't seeing guard there for a second. There you go.
Oh, my bad. Guard is Steve, and then the next guard is Voorhees, but he's going to fall because of his injury.
Yeah, no, Voorhees shouldn't be taken at 2, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, I think that... tackles obviously now within the last 5 minutes a little bit more of a priority.
Yeah,
he's out picture, but I kind of like Luke Weipler here. I mean, we only have our current center for like another year, right?
something like that. Yeah. So we could trade back. Dallas wants to trade back. Houston wants to trade back. New England wants to trade back.
Mm-hmm.
So we could. So if we were to trade back, we would get at least a third. We would get 90, and then we have 97. So it's up to you. Do you want to trade back, or do you want to stay here and we take the whoever's best offensive lineman on the board?
I am indecisive between those options. What are you thinking?
I mean, if I could trade back to like 52 with Miami, I would, but they have like no ammo left because of all the trades they're making. So I feel like we should stay and pick up a guard or a center and take tackle at 97.
97. Okay. When is I feel like if we could trade back and get Michael Schmitz, I would like that a lot.
Get Schmitz. I like that. So
if we could
let's
trade back and do that because he's
Yeah.
projected at 68. What do we have for?
So
50? Okay.
let's see who's in
65.
between. So Chicago is 54. So if I went like 64 and like, yeah, I'm not gonna get much for that.
What are the Texans offering?
The Texans are at
They have-
65. And we would get 104. So we would get a third right here that cut up. Late third, early fourth.
Okay. And you could probably get Schmitz there unless he jumps up a few spots. What do you think?
Up to you.
What was the first option again?
Dallas at 58.
Okay. 58. Oh man. I'd just say let's take this. Yeah.
Take what the Texans are offering.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get 65, 104, and then the 6th round. So we have a little bit of back ammo.
Yep.
All righty. Let's see who they grab. Folkley. There goes Schmitz right in front of us.
He did jump.
He did jump, and there goes. So we're gonna have to go with Whipplier then.
He's still here.
He's still there.
Nice. I like him.
All right, let's go with it.
Cool.
So we wait till 97. We've got a little bit. I say we got to go tackle here, especially with Orlando Brown going. We go tackle. We can wait a minute on a linebacker.
Tackle. Let's see.
Oh, maybe not. We got linebackers ahead.
Nice. I think Ivan Pace Jr. is one of the more underrated linebackers in this class.
Yep.
I like him a lot. We also have 104, where we could probably get him, but I also just said that about John Michael Schmitz.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe PFF just hates me.
I don't know.
Steens, ADP 100.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I mean, Dorian Williams is here out of Tulane, and he's got, some good stuff. So it's up to you. We can take pace here and just reach a bit, and then go tackle at 104.
What's that projected at?
165.
Okay, that's way too much of a reach.
Yep.
Gosh. What else? I like Dorian Williams here.
Dorian Williams.
Best available is not a bad pick here.
Nope. Alrighty. So I think here we got to go tackle.
Yes.
We would have to reach on Steen again, or we wait until 118. And then best available would be Tomlinson, and so we would get 2 corners within the first 4 rounds.
Yeah, I don't see a huge need for that.
Nope. We could go tight end, but we have a lot of tight ends on our roster.
Yeah.
We could go safety.
What are you thinking? This, if we don't like anyone here, we can also always trade back.
Yeah, but we're already at 118, so it would just be in
Yeah.
here. I'd say go Tomlinson. You double up on corner now, and you
Yeah.
go the rest on the O line.
Cornerback class, yeah.
All right, you go there. There goes Steen. So who took Steen? New England reached. Good Lord, they reached.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to reach now and get Haggard, I think.
That's big. That's even a bigger reach, yeah.
Or we go Voorhees. He's still here.
He just tore his ACL.
He did.
Gosh.
They could go center. Take this Michigan center.
Did we just get Wipler?
Oh, we did get Wibbler. That's right. Do you want to do Voorhees and let him rest it up?
Yeah.
All
That
right.
might be our option.
That's the best we. All right, so we'll sit at 151. So we're gonna let kind of the thing go. I see a few receivers going. Brenton Cox goes to New England. All right, tackle. We need a tackle. 71 at 151 is a lot better than 118.
It's not as big of a reach.
Nope. Do you want to do it?
I'm doing that.
Take him now. All right. 192. We've got a lot on. We got a few defensive. We got a few offensive line. What's best available? Go to you, my boy Kuntz. Tight end.
That's where you go to school, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't mind that.
Kuntz is 6'8", 245.
Big 70 grade.
He got injured somewhat, so that's why he's only played 5 games.
Gotcha.
Yep. It's up to you.
What do we have at other positions right now?
We've got QBs, halfbacks, safeties, centers, guards. You could take another linebacker, Ventrell Miller.
I'm taking Zach Kuntz right here.
Zach Kuntz. Yep, I like that. And we still have pick 200, so could go QB.
I would not go QB because we just got Jacoby.
Yep.
If we did take QB, it'd be like probably the last pick.
Yeah, it'd be 214 or 234.
Yeah. Gosh.
Could go linebacker again. Could go safety.
D Winters is another pretty underrated guy, I think.
D Winters, yes. D Winters taking a lot of my mock drafts. He's the third best on the board remaining, but he's got good upside.
Yeah.
Up to you. I mean, it's the 6th round. This is where kind of
we have a safety and running back. I'm curious about those two.
Safety.
Could also double up on linebacker if we want.
Sure. So Mitchell out of East Carolina, but he got Johnson and Shamari Connor out of VTech and Memphis, respectively.
Sure. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Oh man. I like D Winters, but what's he projected at? Because I don't know if this is much of a reach or not.
D Winters is
Scruggs
projected at 214.
That's not too bad. We probably don't need Scruggs. Yeah, I'm taking D Winters. Yeah.
Alrighty. D Winters here. We dropped at 214. So we could go QB. There's a few left on the board. It's really just for a camp body at this rate. Got O'Connell, Bennett, Toon. You could reach and go DTR, or we could take kicker here and then reach on a QB at 234.
Which kickers do we have? Is Moody available?
Moody's available. Yeah.
Nice.
Because Joey Sly's not staying for long.
No, he's not. I don't mind what we do here. I'm okay with either of these.
All right. I'm going to go kicker here because Joey Sly is not the answer.
Yep.
And we'll go quarterback with the last pick for a camp body. 318. I'm gonna go Clayton Tune out of Houston.
Go for it.
Why not? To Camp Body, bringing something. Oh, what else goes down the board that makes a shock and not that makes a shock? All right, so let's see what we get graded as. Hopefully, lots of A's. Give me A's. Quite a few A's. I take it. Porter's an A. Whippler's an A. We got a B on the trade, so because we got a 4th and a 6th for trading back. So actually, 3rd, 4th, and 6th.
Yeah.
C for linebacker. That's fine. A and B respectively for our 4th round picks.
Yep.
We reached on a tackle, but that was gonna happen.
Yep.
A+ on Zach. I like that. C on D winners because we reached a bit. D on kickers. Who takes kicker? That's just me. And then A+ on QB. So an overall an A-.
Nice. It's pretty good. It's a good draft.
Download that image. So this was the first round. So Young, Stroud, Anderson, Levis, Carter, Gonzalez, Richardson, Wilson, Skoronski, Witherspoon. That's your top 10. Murphy, Nick Jigba, Brian Branch of the Jets is shocking because I thought he'd fall to New England. But Johnston, Addison, us, Reporter, Broderick Jones, Harris Johnson Jr., so back-to-back tackles. Michael Meyer to the Bucks, Brian Breeze, Flowers, Van Ness, Kincaid, Bijan Robinson to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That won't happen. They have Travis Etienne.
Yeah. That surprised me.
Yeah. Deontay Banks and Cam Smith to the Giants and Cowboys. This also won't happen because they just traded for Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, yeah.
Can't see Nolan Smith to the Bengals. That's actually a pretty good fit. Drew Sanders, Harrison, and Emmanuel Forbes.
Cool.
Interesting first round.
Yeah.
But overall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's, 1, 2 B's, 2 C's, 2 D's. Oh, 3 B's. So overall, not a bad draft class. I would be very much okay with that draft.
Same. It's good.
God damn, that Orlando Brown news just kicking my.
I'm getting quite a few messages at the moment about it.
So out of that 64 million, he's getting 67.8% of that contract fully guaranteed. So get this, year 2, he'll get 42.3 mil. Year 3, he'll get 49.9.
Yeah.
What?
Seeing that now.
He's playing left tackle. That's what he's built for, is left tackle.
Yep. Which we could have given him, but
Could have given him that money, but that's a lot of cap space.
it's too bad. Painful.
Kind of ruined my night.
Yeah. That's fun.
Oh, I might just use that news as a clip out. Just be like, son of a bitch. All I know is Ron is not gonna have a good time in the morning. I can only imagine what Commander's news feeds are gonna look like.
That's so stupid that we waited that long and didn't even hear about any talks or any connection.
I don't think they talked to him at all. That's the problem.
Why not? I mean,
your guess is as good as mine, my friend, because I don't even know who's left.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let me look who's left.
Draft. Man.
So, oh my God. More news that we're going to eat words. Darius Slay is staying in Philly. Oh my. We're eating our words. Okay, who's left at the offensive line position? Who is left? Not a whole lot. Trey Pipkins out of the Chargers.
Man.
Is that it? Is that really it? Oh, Taylor Lewan we could take, but he's 31 years old.
Not young.
George Fant out of the Jets. He's all right. Oh, Eric Fisher, who's been the free agent forever, but he's 32. Oh,
He would have been so good, dude.
it would have been so nice.
Man, that's just what we needed.
I can't blame him. Cincinnati's a Super Bowl caliber team.
Yeah.
So they've got him and Lyle Collins at the tackle positions. Burrow will be fine. He won't die back there.
That's tough.
And how? Guys, clearly we were upset with Orlando Brown Jr. going to Cincinnati, but all respect to him. Got his money, got his bag. He will be in the playoffs, even though you leave Kansas City being a Super Bowl champion. Anything else we want to talk about while we've got time?
I do have a question.
Yep.
What do you think Mathis's future is here in Washington? Now that we have Payne re-signed, Still Allen going, what do you see for him here?
I think he will be one of our special teams guys, and I think he'll be rotation, kind of like I said earlier. Because that's what we did with Ridgeway, was we cycled him in on 3rd and 4th down.
Yeah.
Payne was playing all, like, what did he play? 87% of the snaps was Payne, and Allen was back and forth. Ridgeway was back and forth.
How
Use
many years
Ridgeway.
left on Payne's contract? It's only what is it?
Allen was 4 years, so he's got like 3 left on his contract.
Yeah, that's a while.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Dude, I still can't believe Orlando Brown was Jeez. Or Bengals.
Oh.
It's so
Again,
bad.
I can't blame him. You're getting 68% of your contract guaranteed
With a Super Bowl winning caliber team.
with a team who just went 2 years ago
Yeah.
and would have won if Burrow had 2 seconds more protection, because Chase was burning Jalen Ramsey on the sideline.
Which now he might.
Oh. I'm so heated right now. I'm so upset.
It's so bad.
So fucking upset.
Yeah.
Guys, that's just gonna about do it for this episode. We thought we'd be here for a lot longer. Clearly not, being that we're out fast, and we got big news coming out of Cincinnati. Like I said, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, turn on the post notification bell to let you know every time we upload. And coming in through the draft, coming through this process, it'll be a few more times. Go follow us over on Instagram at Ballin and Burgundy Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Go follow Andrew, Justin, and I over on Instagram. Our names are obviously in the box in the description. Go follow our Facebook. We are in, I think, 2 Commanders chats. We post over there along with a whole bunch of other people. Tony, Rio's over there. Go follow that. That's in the description. Anything else?
Yeah, I think we got it all. Yeah.
I curse out Ron Rivera, but I don't have much energy left.
Yeah, he's just been sleeping this time.
I curse him out, so I'm about to stick some dogs on him. I'm about to stick out this man.
Send in the reinforcements. Bring in the cavalry. Chris.
Here comes the United States champion, Chris Benoit.
Look at Benoit.
Cut that bitch off.
That's besides the point. Other than that, guys, take it easy. Have a good night. Go follow us on Instagram. We're gonna get the more up-to-date news over there. And don't forget to stay ballin'. It's still out there.